podcast. I'm one of your host, Shinry, here at the Everything Anime Podcast, talking from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, every one topic I talk about. Today's video is on Tokyo Ghoul Chapter 10. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but Kaneki was given a job by old man Yoshimura. I don't know what to call him. I have not watched the anime yet. But he gives him a job basically after, like, again, I want to call it a human bed and breakfast. There's the name in here to my notes as well, but I'm not there just yet. But I know it's like a bed and like a coffee shop for like ghouls, but humans attend there too. And he gives him a job there. It's so he can like learn about like, you know, how we live in the demon world, like, you know, that we're not all just like ghouls and eating humans all the time. Like, you know, we're learning to talk like humans. We're learning to like speak like humans, you know, because we all got that slang and stuff like that. We're learning to like eat like them, mimic their traits, things like that. Kind of like that movie, The Watchers, that just came out with them fairies watching people through the glass. They can mimic them and become human. Ghouls can't stomach human food, so they have to like pretend to eat like humans. Like they pretend to take little bites. You know, they don't enjoy our food, but you know they want to interact with us. They're not like vampires that were once human. They've never been human their entire lives. So like it gives them a chance to interact with them. Also, just like we learned that Yoshimura just likes them in general, which I thought was kind of cool. And in turn, like, you know, he gets to learn how they live and they get to learn how he lives and things like that. So I call it like the demon world of Starbucks, basically. Like, you know, we all just hang out here. So that was pretty cool. Auntie Iku, that's the name of the cafe. I'm definitely saying that wrong for sure, but Auntie Iku is how I think it's said. Though, again, that's probably not how you say it. It tells Kaneki something vague, like if someone walks in with a large suitcase, let me know. And don't ask any more questions about that right now. So that's interesting. I was curious if this is like human meat that they're like bringing in through these suitcases, or like human. I don't say human trafficking because that sounds really bad. But like in this universe, like since they're ghouls and are eating humans, like maybe that's what it is. But I don't really know what's in the suitcase. That's not said in these chapters what's in those suitcases. But in my notes, I had quotations, possible humans, like human meat. This is how they get their human meat, things like that. Don't know, but yeah, just a vague thing. Like, oh yeah, you know, it's the shady part of our business. Don't worry about it. You're not ready for that lifestyle yet. Just work the front. Hyde is also back up and at him, and he's chilling at the cafe, and he's flirting with Takuya, who seems a bit embarrassed. I don't know, like, maybe it's just like, she's like, this is one human I can't kill, or she's like, why is he talking to me? Like, we don't know Takuya's backstory with humans yet. Again, I theorize that, like, maybe she had a best friend that she killed because she gave into the hunger, because Takuya's the one that warned him, like, you know, like, you finally get to experience, like, what it's like to be a ghoul, like, that hunger inside of you, like, it'll make you one day hurt someone that you don't want to. It'll make you hurt someone even if you don't want to. Maybe that's even foreshadowing how Hyde becomes a ghoul, because yes, it was kind of spoiled for me myself when I was looking up for a thumbnail for the previous video that I saw Hyde as a ghoul. And if you didn't know that, sorry, spoilers for you too. But yeah, I expected that though. I expected that in a story like this, but I still can't wait to see how it happens and what Hyde's ability is going to be and how he reacts to Kaneki being a ghoul. Like, it could still be like a great reveal. Like, even despite knowing certain things in the story, like how you know Natsume Hokage by the end of Naruto, even if you never read Naruto, you know it's going to happen. It's not a spoiler. It's the events. It's the journey to get there. So, you know, I'm still enjoying it. But yeah, Hyde's back up and at him, and that's good. We also learned that the old man, yes, this is where we learned her name is Yoshimura, I think it is. And he tells us that Hyde has no recollection of what happened with Nishio attacking him. He just woke up and he got hit by a car. And Nishio got the worst injuries because he's also in the hospital. Nishiki Nishio, that's apparently his full name. Very weird name to call him, but that's his full name. And he was hospitalized, so Hyde believes that when they went down the alley, like a car hit them out of nowhere. Hyde got knocked out, Nishikio took the worst of the damage, and Takuya saved them. That's the story that they've convinced Hyde to believe. And that's why Nishishio isn't going to be in school for a while. So, like, Hyde ain't got to ask questions. I'm like, oh, yeah, what happened to Nishio? Like, oh, yeah, he's in the hospital. He got beat up. Which we know he got his ass whooped by Kaneki in that previous shadow. Well, Kaneki sliced his ass up pretty good. But that was kind of cool. She also does warn, though, that if Hyde ever finds out about them being ghouls, she will have to kill him. She can't risk a human exposing them to the public and their secret getting out because, like, no one else. While ghouls are known, apparently, in this universe, it's on the news, and they're like, I call them soul reapers, but they're paranormal investigators. I think soul reapers sounds better, even though they're just paranormal investigators. Or ghoul reapers, or pacifist, priest, whatever. I hope they give them a cool name, but I'm calling them soul reapers. But yeah, she's like, if they ever find out about us, like, I'll have to kill him because, or if he ever finds out about us, I'll have to kill him because, like, we could be exposed. Like, it would be like, what was that fourth movie? No, the fifth movie. Underworld. Like Blood Wars or something when the humans found out about vampires. Remember the fourth movie, like the humans were hunting down monsters, werewolves, vampires, and all that shit. Pretty crazy. But it is confirmed that by the end of this chapter, like, yeah, there are people hunting ghouls, which I call soul reapers, but they're paranormal investigators. But then we skip over to Kaneki, training with Mr. Yashimura, and the first thing, of course, we learn is that, like, learning how to stomach human food again, or at least pretending to. Kaneki tries to eat, but immediately he has a severe revulsion. Like I think he like gives him like some kind of sandwich or something like that, and Yoshimura's like, try to eat the sandwich. And of course they know it's not going to work because ghouls can't stomach it. Like they can, but you're going to have like a severe upset stomach. It's going to taste disgusting. It's going to taste basically like if we ate the equivalent of like, what would make me throw up? But that's really disgusting though. Puke. Like it would. That's too on the nose. If we ate like a dirty sandwich off the ground, you know, like covered in dirt, grime, all that, you know, and we ate it, yeah. But you got to pretend like you like it. Like, say like you're a zombie and you're trying to, I'm all over the place. But say like you're a zombie in like Zom 100 or whatever, like you pretend to be a zombie. And you see these zombies eating all this human flesh, and you gotta eat the human flesh. Like, I guess that's like the better close comparison, even though that's not really, that's way too like out there. But that's what I would compare it to. Like, you know, you have to pretend to be a zombie in a zombie apocalypse. But anyway, so they teach them this trick. Don't chew, just swallow it whole. You won't have the lingering feeling of the taste of it going down that way. Like, you know, like if you're chewing something, you still taste it in your mouth. Whereas if you, versus swallowing it whole, you don't even taste it. And then, you know, pretend to take several bites and make facial expressions that you're enjoying it. That's how they've been getting away with it. That's what Nishio did. Nishio actually did swallow that piece of meat, but then he pretended to chew, and he was like acting like he was enjoying it to like play off the fact to hide that he was human, whereas Kaneki already knew he was a ghoul because they faced each other before. And he's like, lastly, most importantly, throw it up immediately once you're alone because you will start to feel sick. So, like, obviously, you know, while you're out with your friends, your human family, like, you know, yeah, pretend to eat, take little bites, just swallow the whole thing, and then, or like swallow the whole thing, but then pretend like you're chewing it and making a facial expression like you're enjoying it. But then the moment you're alone, go to the bathroom, puke all that shit up because you are going to feel like hell is in your stomach, basically. So pretty clever. I like that about how demons have been, or ghouls have been getting away with it this whole time and been blending in with the human world. Like obviously, like the Vampire Diaries is opposite, where like if you have like a daylight ring, you know, we can't tell if you're human or a vampire because obviously you just come up as a human. Vampires can eat human food and drink human food, but they just prefer human blood because that's what satiates them and powers them. Whereas like, what other comparison I was going to do? Like, werewolves, they're basically human until they transform, but I guess that's really the only other monster that would eat something. Well, mummies, I don't think mummies would eat human food. It would probably taste like ass to them, too, but I don't know what mummies eat. Probably like human flesh, too. Who knows? He then offers him a brown sugar cube, only it's not actually a brown sugar cube. He says, however, if you put this into your coffee, it'll quell your hunger. It's more like tricking your stomach into thinking it's full. Like kind of how like we have stuff like that in our world, in present day. Like you know those pills you can take that'll make your stomach, trick your stomach into thinking you're not hungry. I know like a lot of like people that are trying to lose weight kind of do stuff like that. Like supplementary food or something like that, but it's better to actually eat. Don't ever starve yourself. You know, if you hungry, get you some food. Get you a real meal. You know, but that's how like he's like, you know, when you can't avoid eating all this human food, like put this in your coffee, and you know you'd be like, oh, you know, guys, I'm fine. It'll also trick that like ghoulish hunger when it starts taking over, like you know, like satiate it. The following day, we meet the mother and daughter of a ghoul named Ryoko. Again, these names can be butchered. And Hinanami, who came to pick up a package upstairs. If it's anything like when Kaneki first came, I assumed it'd be human meat, which, of course, it's later confirmed that it is. This mother and daughter, new characters. I'm not sure if they're going to play a big role. I'm only like maybe two more chapters in. I know the mother comes back at some point. But they do this because they can't hunt on their own. And we later on find out it's because of these, like I said, soul reapers out there. These priests, these paranormal investigators out there, like they're hunting ghouls. And so that's why this mother and daughter, they can't fend for themselves. Even though they're probably hundreds of years old. You know, they're just like, maybe ghouls hunt better in packs. I don't know. We haven't learned too much lore just yet. We're just learning as we go. We don't get to answer as to why just yet, though, of course. I found that out later. But there was this random ghoul glaring down Hyde at the bar. Because ghouls and humans, they come to Anaku, they come to this demon world Starbucks, paranormal Starbucks, and they're supposed to be blending in, don't attack the humans in the bar. If you attack them outside when they leave, that's on you. But obviously, they're like, well, Hyde is Kaneki's guest, he's his best friend, but not every ghoul is gonna be cool with that. Like when Suki came to that looking for Bill and the vampires were about to attack her, like that.
Stop. Suki is mine.
And he instead finds a homeless old man while what he suspects is a helpless old man, walking like this ghoul was like, oh, where did that kid Hyde go? He wanted to eat him. But he didn't come across him. So he instead finds this old man walking by himself, looks helpless. So he's like, oh, this is somebody I can kill. Easy meal right here. And I was expecting it to be another ghoul. Because like I said, everybody in this anime so far, or manga, has turned out to be a ghoul. But nope, instead he finds paranormal investigators, and apparently they can fight and they kill ghouls. So that's why I nicknamed them Soul Reapers. Their names are Kayutaro and Kuero. Again, those could be wrong. I do not know. But that's where I ended the chapter, because I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, oh my god, we have people that can fight ghouls. This is cool. Because I expected something like that. I expected... Before I found out Hyde is going to become a demon, because I spoiled it for myself by looking up a thumbnail, I thought Hyde would be the human that fights ghouls, and Kaneki is the ghoul. Again, using Shaman King as an example, Yo is the shaman Yo is a shaman, but his best friend was a human. Or what's another one? I guess Beyblade, how we had the 4 Beyblade Masters, we had Tyson, Ray, Kai, and Max, and then Kenny was there. He had a Bit Beast. It was inside of his laptop Dizzy, but he used to he'd break out a Beyblade every once in a Blue Moon special, but he didn't have one of the 4 main Bit Beasts. And Daichi, of course, because Daichi became the 5th main character by the 3rd season. But, nobody gives a shit about Daichi. Go away, Daichi. But, yeah, that's where I ended the chapter. So, again, very cool. I was enjoying it. Still enjoying Tokyo Ghoul very much. Let me know your thoughts on this chapter. Let me know if I spoiled that for you, that Hyde's going to become a ghoul, or did you already know that? Again, very sorry if you didn't know that. I'll try to, keep those to myself, because as I've been doing with Dr. Stone, I try not to reveal what I know ahead of time until I'm caught up in the videos, and then I continue on, and then we can speculate together as long as I'm not pushing too far ahead. Anyways, that's all for this video. See you guys in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home, seeking vengeance, but instead faces a choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99, and if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far, and then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament, and the series original ending, Arado the Legendary Conjuring Master.
So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red Will Reign Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.